Hello, and welcome back to Divine Journey 2. Last time we finished up Atomic Energistics by building the auto-infusion matrix over here, which now lets us auto-craft with infusion recipes. This lets us do it totally automatically rather than trying to do it manually and then put all the stuff around in these pedestals here. We finished up Bewitchment by lighting ourselves on Hellfire and fighting a couple demons. And we finished off Chapter 21 by constructing the Portal to Arcana and our Mortem blocks that will take us to Vethea. Between episodes I did a little bit of building. The pathway in there now has an arcane levitator that leads up this cool tower here. That takes us to our Mark of the Fallen Tower ritual. I wanted a walkable base, you know how I am. I've also since fixed up our mithril production, so now we are actually going positive on mithril again. And I broke a little bit of ground out here for where I want to build LightningCraft stuff, hopefully this episode. For today I have quite the packed schedule. I do want to get at least most of these done today, so I imagine this episode's going to be quite long. I would like to go through the Dungeon of Arcana. I don't imagine that's going to take us very long. We're then going to go to Vethea, which I imagine will take quite long. We'll then go through LightningCraft, which I imagine will take some amount of time. We need to set up probably like 8 multi-blocks, I think, for that, once we're all done with that. Then I would like to do Extreme Reactors, build an Extreme Reactor, hence, the name. And then if we've got the time to, I would like to get Cropsticks, so maybe between episodes I can start crossbreeding. The current issue, however, is that our portal room is full and does not have any more space for more portals. So here's portal room 2. You may notice it looks quite similar to portal room 1, but the colors are flipped. And you would be correct. The ideas I have here are I would like to put the Erebus portal here. I do want to go to the Erebus at some point. I need a portal for the Twilight Forest. I assume I'm going to kind of fit a spot over here for that. This will be for Arcana. This will be a little dark room for Vethea. And then I imagine we'll need some more space, so I might just kind of push this backwards further. And then we'll have things for like the underworld or whatever may come after that. So I believe we can just place these like this, and I think it's important that we place it from the inside. But I also don't want to complete it from the inside because I don't want to immediately go. But it does work. Very cool. It also provides some much needed light to the area. So I think we should be able to just jump on in. I see. Ooh, that's a pretty texture. Well, it looks like this is the start, pretty comfortably. I have picked up some seeds through the walls. Looks like it's going to be quite dark in here, so night vision's probably the way to go. And the quest gives us a whole bunch of levers to use. I guess we'll put these in the offhand unless we actually need Magic Missile. And I don't really feel a need to mark the portal here because I'll just use the Dimensional Crystal to get back. So what are we looking for? Collector fragments from killing mobs. Raw Arcanium, which we just find. Dungeon bookshelves, which we find in a library, and molten furnaces. We're also looking for Datacon, and I believe somebody else, some wizard person. So I guess let's go hunting. Ow. Oh, this looks like Arcanium. Well, these look like our molten furnaces. I don't exactly know what we need them for, but sure. I don't think this was a restroom. That seemed like a Dramcrick spawning area, but, again, whatever. Oh, this looks like a library of sorts. If nothing else, it has these bookshelves. I also found one of these Arcanium extractors, so we can make these collectors, and I think these are a fuel. Yeah, so the quest says we just do this. Oh, and it's quite fast, too. Ooh, shiny. Wow, an impetus cell is a quest reward. That's quite good. So we need to find Datacon and buy 3 Accelerons, and we also need to find Vaticus and purchase his wizard's book. So we need 3 Accelerons for our nightmare bed, and I don't know what we need the wizard's book for. I think it's a spawning item. Ooh, here's Datacon. Great. Oh, okay, Elevantium, not to be confused with Elevadium, I see. Alright, this is what we want, these Accelerons. I'll take 1. Or I guess 3. Wait, is this the guy we're looking for? Lord Vaticus? Is it you? Ah, yes, the wizard's book. Here we go. Oh, I can buy enchanting tables, too. I'm gonna grab, like, 3 of these books, I think. Now let's get, like, 5, just in case. And we'll spend the rest on enchantment tables, so we might use those later. So is this where I summon the book? I need to kill these death hounds because they make me blind and that annoys me. So do I use these here? Oh, I think so. That looks like the right thing. So these dungeon tokens let us make lightning charges. So we use dungeon tokens to make dungeon tokens singular. So I guess we can fight this guy like another time or two. I would certainly rather have too many lightning charges than too few. So this seems like a pretty good amount. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, that took like forever. There was so much walking back and forth. Using this Acceleron though, we should now be able to make a nightmare bed. Alright, so here's our little dark room. I'm hoping we can just set the nightmare bed down here. We're going to set an ender chest over here because that's the whole point of Vethea, is we need to make an ender chest to take stuff back from Vethea to here. And we're going to take all of our stuff off just in case for when we go to Vethea. I imagine we don't need to, but it doesn't hurt to be double sure. So all of our stuff will be right and safe in here. So I'm going to take a little break, and then I think I'm going to take a little nap here. Ugh. This looks weird, and you look scary. Alright, so I think what I want to do first is, in a place like this, I would like to find shelter quickly. So maybe the best way to do that is to take some of this dream grass. Yeah, our first few quests here are for dirt, wood, and etc. Yeah, and some of these mob drops. Now the problem is, I am very scared of many things around here. Guys like that, I would really not like to get involved with. And I know breaking these trees can spawn people as well. Well, first we should probably mark the portal, actually. I'm going to start by, I guess, taking some of this fire crystal. Presumably light still stops mob spawns, so I would like to get some of that. If nothing else, having blocks is always good, because, well, blocks is how you escape danger, right? I think that's the first tree I would like to take, but I don't want it to spawn. Where did you come from? Did you just fall from this? Oh, you were up there. Oh, I see. Yeah, we definitely need wood before we get something like armor, but I would really like armor before getting too involved with things. So we're at kind of an impasse in that regards. Alright, so let's try a little pillar up and see if we can't break this without dying. Oh! Ah! Oh! Well, I guess we're doing this then. Why am I walking this way? I'm like, I can't stop moving? Is that guy pulling me? At least I can punch this guy to death because he can't hit me. I don't know. I like actually can't move. That's really scary. I hope that's not you doing that. That would be really mean. Come back here. How am I supposed to hit you? I have to punch you 50 times before even the wood despawns. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely something pulling me. I think that Dream Wrecker guy is pulling me, maybe. Hopefully he can't attack me with a projectile. Get over here. You're stopping me from getting my wood. I need that. Come back here. No, you've got to be like a weeping angel. Like, I swear you are. Come on, get over here. Come on. I can't get down if you're just going to do this. Yeah, there's definitely like something pulling me, but I don't know what. Very strange. Get back here. Oh my gosh, there's so many enemies. Ugh, I don't think I'm going to be able to even get that wood. Let me get wood. Come on. Let me attack you. You're so mean. You're camping. I mean, I'm also camping, but you're camping. I'm moving in a direction that I don't know why I am. And that's not fair. No, it's certainly towards that Dream Wrecker guy. Get over here! I would try and jump on the portal and do something, but I'm just gonna get dragged over there by that Dream Wrecker guy. Can you just come over here, Mr. Ent? Would you like to be cool? Or are we just gonna, like, do this all day? I could not be moving like this, right? Like, intentionally. Like, there's obviously something dragging me. But I can't like, let go of oh. It hasn't been 10 seconds. Go away! No, I'm not, that wood's totally gonna despawn. Oh my goodness. This is actually, like, starting to aggravate me. Like, it'd be one thing if I could at least, like, walk, but I can't walk because I'm getting dragged by something. I can walk free again! Oh, he's gone, yes, thank goodness. Oh, and I'm coming to kill ya. That wood despawned, and I'm coming to get back here, mister. Get back here. You dropped pearls. Well, I suppose pearls is something. I assume those mysterious men probably want me dead as well. I'm tempted to jump to that tree over there, but I feel like that might also get me killed. Because if I break a log and an ant pops out, I'm probably dead. It looks like most of the baddies have walked away at this point. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but now I have a stack of this. That quest jump scared me so bad. Okay, let's see if this spawns an ant. Hopefully it doesn't, because I would like wood. I would like to progress. My bad! Alright. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Okay. Oh, we're just gonna be doing this for a while, aren't we? Oh, no. Dude, I'm gonna get spawn camped. Are you serious right now? Oh my goodness, this is gonna... Oh, this... You know, I was thinking to myself, oh, this is great. I was thinking to myself, you know, I think a great goal is to try and get out of this without dying. I don't think I'm going to be able to leave spawn, because 2 Ents have spawned after 1 tree, and they're not going to despawn because they're just going to spawn camp me. What if I go this way? I gotta watch out for the acid that the acid man is leaving behind. That's something. That's really nice. Well, I guess there's no more harm in, you know, bothering with what kills me at this point, right? Nope. Okay, that one didn't work. Maybe I need to break these trees from like underground or something. Looks like the Ents are gone from here at least. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna set up like a thing up here maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll like start tunneling like a little rat. Maybe that's the best way to get through this. Excuse you, I tabbed out for 2 seconds. No, I'm just gonna go this way over him. I guess we could probably build inside this this pillar here. This is probably the best way to get up to the next layer as well. Oh, we're running kind of low on food. That's gonna be an issue. Let's get some wood. Yeah, let's start with the basics again. Anyway, here's our small little base of operations. I would have a crafting table if some dunderhead didn't turn all of the logs into planks, or use the last fire crystal on I don't really know what. So we need to make a crafting table and a moonlight furnace. And after that, I think we can start making ores. And I think making ores is probably the best thing to do here. I would like armor and better tools. I think the best way to get some more wood, though, is probably to just tunnel there and make a little hole right beneath the wood and break it, and hopefully Ents can't spawn inside of it. And hopefully this doesn't kill me, because if it does, that would be pretty bad. I see wood, and I think I heard a step. Okay, that should be enough to start, I think. So we can make an axe, a pick. We have just enough logs for our crafting bases, and a table. Great. Civilization. It begins again. Boy, has it been some extra nightmares. 2 Ents spawned from that 4 wood tree I broke out there. That's unbelievable. So the quest recommends we make coal, iron, gold, tin, iron, copper, osmium, aluminum, nickel, diamond, and emerald. We are obviously going to make one of everything, but hopefully we can make like a lot of emeralds or diamonds maybe. Oh, diamonds are a nested craft. That's kind of awkward. That's a lot of dirt too. Well, I guess the best bet is probably to pin each of these recipes, and then we can shift-click them into the crafting table, because I don't really feel like figuring these out individually. So first we've got coal, iron, gold, tin, copper, osmium, aluminum, nickel, diamond, and emerald. And we get some iron for our troubles. So we are kind of starving for food, so we really need to find some of these various melons. So we need to go to these crypts, I guess. We can turn these dream melons into normal melons, which we can actually eat. Well, I mean, we can eat these too, and actually much better than normal melons, but we could probably farm these, which is probably the important thing. So I think the first thing to make is certainly a shield. Shields are really, really good in Minecraft if you're not familiar. These things are amazing and can block literally all damage if you're prepared for it. So this will be, you know, very indispensable when fighting the evil Ents when we ever need to get more wood. Alright, so here's the kit I've put together, and we need to go find these crypts, because we need food. We are starving to death. Now, the tricky thing is, well, you know, finding them, because I don't really want to run anywhere, but I also don't really have the blocks to bridge anywhere. So I guess we'll just start by going out this way, and we should probably mark our house as well. Now, this seems kind of like what I'm looking for. I kind of wish I had some more light, though. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We can worry about getting stuff for the quest later, but we just need to eat right now. Oh, yes, sweet food. Alright, this changes everything. Are you a trader? Oh, no? Okay, goodbye. Some more stuff. I think we can use these lumps to, like, trade or something? Maybe we'll find someone to trade with. Oh, we should totally take these chests, actually. Chests are kind of hard to come by. We should also take some of these crypt walls, because I think we need these later. We also need to find these blue fire lights here. So we're looking for brown structures that have this around. I mean, this is kind of a brown structure, but I don't think this is what we're looking for. What about that thing over there? I see what appears to be a door, maybe? Maybe that's another one of those traders. Well, not another one, but a trader, rather. We've got all these lumps to spend, so presumably I can sell these to people. I think that's how this works, at least. If I remember back to my Captain Sparkles Let's Play well enough. The hunger, are you friend or foe? You are friend. Oh, I can sell you pearls for food? Ooh, that's very good. Oh, you have tools for me, too. Doors and templates. 64 dream dirt. Wow, that's a steal. A miner's amulet, huh? And we've got some higher tier stuff as well, it looks like. Holy, those rock chunks seem pretty good. Well, let's use our pearls pretty wisely to start. So let's grab a few of these stacks of dream dirt. Let's get an armor template, take a staff template. This pickaxe seems pretty durable, so we'll buy one of these. And we're a little bit short of buying too much else. So we'll get 12 more of these dream melons. You look really scary, dude. Yeah, I imagine we'll be very good friends. I will be taking your firelights, though. I need these. Ooh, actually, I think that's one of those, the hunger guys. So there's a shop right there, right next to our house. That's great. I should definitely build a way up to there. Yeah, I think the short-term goal is probably clear out these trees and deal with the coming Ents, and then build a little staircase up there, light the place up around here, make it a little bit more habitable, and we'll have a nice little thing going on for ourselves. Alright, so it looks like we need to make some water buckets with our firelights, and then some lava buckets with our fire crystals. Yeah, this dream pickaxe was a great buy. This is super fast for breaking all this dreamstone. It's like a diamond pickaxe. Oh, right, I forgot buckets take plates, so we need a hammer. Honestly, though, we're kind of kitted out pretty well already. You know, we did leave the house, and we felt confident doing so. The only thing really scary at this point is, you know, getting more wood and those guys, because they dragged me. Well, now we can make our water. And I think we'll set our infinite source down here in our little basement here. That should be good enough. And now that we've got the free buckets, we should be able to make some lava. And so it looks like we need clean pearls for this, so we need to go up to the next layer. So I guess I gotta go digging. I also did find out how to use the staff template. I need to find an infusion table, or like altar or something like that. Not the DivineRPG one, but like a DivineRPG one. So I guess I'll keep an eye out for that. But until then, I think I'm just gonna, you know, keep digging upwards and probably cut down some more trees and maybe farm some more mobs to get some more pearls for some more tools and food and the like. You know, just grunt work stuff. These Lorga guys are great for farming pearls because they just kind of duplicate themselves every so often. And they're not particularly dangerous besides the fact that they do duplicate. So these guys are really, really good for just getting a ton of these pearls. Oh, I can talk to those mysterious mans. Those are chill guys, and they just give me these Teaker lumps. I don't think those are as good as the ones I got from the crypt, but, you know, I have the option now at least. And it seems like we broke through to the next layer. We've got whatever those yellow things are doing. Maybe I should have brought a light here. Now I'll just put a couple of these blocks here, and hopefully that'll be enough for me. So things around here should give clean pearls, such as that big guy with his big eye, a Gorgosian. He's also... Oh, okay, good to know. Maybe there's someone a bit easier to farm than that guy, like those green things over there. Are you guys gonna just like sprint at me the moment I get within line of sight? Twins? Oh, you guys are just the duos from the previous layer, but, you know, buffed. Okay, yeah, no, you guys are certainly the one to farm then. There's also some kind of structure over there. Maybe there's some goodies we can take from that. I would also really like to find an infusion altar table thing. I don't have the stuff with me right now, but, you know, I would like to find it. Oh, look, an altar right there. Okay, that's awesome. Great. I will mark that on our map. We will probably come back here shortly and make ourselves one of those staves with those lumps that we have. But I kind of want to see what's inside this thing first. This is a Bifron spawner. I don't know what a Bifron is. I certainly don't want to be farming Gorgosians. Those guys are a bit too much for my taste. They make a pretty funny noise, though. Wow, he just obliterated that guy. Oh, okay, there's a twin spawner back there. I certainly... Thanks! Yeah, this is definitely what I want to be farming. Nice. Couple goodies. I don't know how many clean pearls I'm going to need or want for right now. I mean, obviously we're going to have the soul vial later, but, you know, might be good to keep an eye on that. Oh, these flying guys are the Bifrons, I see. I was say maybe the Gorgosians will do me some work here. Oh, I should back up. This is getting a little out of hand. Oh, I'm about to die, actually. I need to back up, like, far. I should probably run away, actually. Maybe I should come back once I have that staff or any form of ranged weapon. A bow would probably be a good idea, especially considering we can buy those arrows now. Yeah, we got a good amount of clean pearls, too, so we should probably just head back for right now. We can take these clean pearls and make ourselves some blaze rods now, though. So we also need to make these melons. Oh, these are pretty easy, actually. And this lets us make an Eye of the Nightmare once we have the shiny pearls, which I think are from the top layer. So it looks like that is actually our end game for this area. So we'll come back to this. For now, we need to make mushrooms. So we need this mint wood, and I think we can find that around on this layer. Yeah, it looks like there's some right there next to the shopkeeper. Ha! 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 Why are there so many? Oh my god! 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 I broke like one branch and like 40 ants came out! Dude, chill! Ow. Okay, I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna back up until I have health. I mean, at least we know we can take a hit now. Whoa. I gotta go back. I gotta get back there and get that stuff. Yeah, jerks. They didn't even drop, like, good pearls. They dropped the normal, like, bad pearls. Okay, I think that's all of them. No, there's still one guy over here. I can ring around the rosy with him, though. Jeez, man, those guys are no joke. Anyway, now we can make some brown mushrooms. And it looks like we need firewood for the red ones. So I'm probably gonna have another near-death experience with some more ants. Well, here's our red mushrooms. Oh, and we actually need to make the stew, which uses our valuable wood. Great. I suppose it is, like, good food, but I feel like the dream melons are just a lot better. So now we can make clay, gravel, and sand. So that seems pretty easy. This seems pretty easy. And that seems very doable. So we need a lot of this stuff. Because I think yeah, up next we have a smeltery. Although before we do that, I do want to head over to that infusion table and see if the options we can make with this are any good. So let's see here. We can put in a template here and these lumps. Not that one, I guess. Do I need to add something here? Do amethymerimus lumps not work? Does it have to be that specific type of lump? Let me go back to the wiki. Okay, no, there we go. It has to be the exact right number of lumps. So this deals 5 Arcana damage with a bouncing projectile. Ooh. Where's my Arcana? How do I know how much of that I have? How much is it for some armor? Oh, I see. Okay. So I actually need... This is the wrong type of lump for this template. So I would need a finished template. And then I would be able to make some armor. Okay. At least with these lumps. Well, at least I have this cool staff. Let's try and go back through this little dungeon thing again. Maybe we can do that now that we've got a thing to use. Oh, yeah. This will probably keep those ents off me pretty nicely, too. Oh, yes. Sermile lumps. Those seem even better than these Darwin ones, so maybe we can get enough for a Sermile staff. Oh, we got some polished pearls. That's nice. Oh, yes. Fight each other. Yes. Alright, I think we've gotten the loot here, so let's get out of here. I think we use up our template making this staff, so we gotta go back to the hunger guy if we want to buy a new one. Yeah, let's get one of these miner's amulets, too. It's a bubble slot, so that could be cool. Worst case scenario, I mean, we don't have anything in our amulet slot yet, so why not, right? Oh, wow, haste 2 permanently. That's kind of awesome, actually. That's a really good amulet to be picked up. Big fan of that. Alright, let's get some upgrades. 12 damage. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. How much are these? 3 and 3? Oh, certainly better than our boots. By a lot. Let's put those on. Chestplate is 6 and 3, or the leggings were 5 and 3. I guess it's better than iron. Oh, a full set of this gives you 80% movement speed? Wow. Yeah, that seems pretty good. If nothing else, this is a 4 and 4, which is better than our current helmet. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. What am I looking at, man? I had a basket of fries on my head, turned the whole thing upside down, couldn't get enough, num num num, munch 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 munch. At least the staff is really good. Again, 12 damage, that's a really big spike. Change the math on a lot of things. We can kill an ent in 5 shots now, that's pretty good. You know what's really throwing me off about this? This is a green helmet, and it's red. What? There, I'm just gonna wear an actual green helmet instead. Well, I think I need to get a bunch more Dreamstone, and I think the best way to get Dreamstone is tunneling my way up to the 4th layer, even if we're not going there yet. And to do that, I would like a bunch more wood, so I think I'm gonna go cut down some trees and, you know, beat up our old nemesis, the Ents, already, because now we have a good staff that can actually do things. Like even this guy. Like this guy who's been dragging me the whole time. You're nothing to me anymore, buddy. You're nothing. You're nothing. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, you can't outrange me anymore, can you? That's what I thought. Whoa. What is that thing? We got a lot of flyers out here. Strange stuff. Well, we're not really supposed to be up here right now, so let's head back. That's the top layer, by the way, in case you couldn't, you know, figure it out. And here's the 3rd layer where we get the red pearls. Maybe I should have fought some guys up there for the purple pearls. Nah, I'll be back there before long for something else, I'm sure. Let's see what this is all about, though. Ooh, or the mysterious man over here. Do you have something cool to give me? Oh, Pardmeal. Pardimal? Pardimal. I'm looking at the wiki right now. These Pardimal lumps are actually better than the other stuff I had. This looks like an advanced trap, right? Yeah, I'm stupid. I'll fall for it. Whoa. Quadrotic. And some polished pearls. Wasn't a trap. Okay. These quadrotic lumps seem to be very strong, so I will probably make a new staff out of this. Playtime. And we also need to make the standard tinker stuff, too. so our next quest, we need to get a bunch more shiny pearls from up here. This quest leads to this one, which will let us continue to immersive again. And it sounds like we're being shot at by the world's least accurate sniper. No, I'm sure if you keep aiming at this, you'll hit me eventually. Anyway. Ow. I mean, he actually did get me, I guess. Maybe I should be less mean. So we need to just kill some guys up here, and then it'll tell us what the next quest is. I think there's a dungeon around here that we're supposed to engage with for the second quest, but I don't know what to look for exactly. Oh, big scary thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, it's like a gas, but he shoots missiles. Okay, note to self, do not mess with that guy. Okay, that guy just... Oh no, he just shadow clone jutsu'd me. Okay, I thought he duplicated. So next we need to find Luna Bricks. 4,000 hearts of health, 2 shot with acid on the ground, only melee range or arcana weapons. It's not required. I think we will come back here and try that another time, maybe with like the stellar gear. That does seem kind of fun. Or maybe I'll die and get really upset. So what's this? Just like a little parkour area? I can do that. What's down here? Ooh, a few chests. Oh, these heliosis lumps. Okay, wonderful. I know these are, yes, this is something we're really looking for. That's 5 ender chests. Oh, I thought that guy's name was Hello, not Helio. I was like, hello to you too, mister. So we're still looking for those blue Luna bricks. Okay, I just got punched in the back by Mr. Hello, and he hit me for over half my health. Run away! I've been looking around for quite a while, and I haven't seen any of these Luna dungeons yet. I'm thinking maybe I should go and get the this full demonized set just for the extra movement speed, and then come back up here just to make this a little bit more bearable. Alright, so I went around and I collected some more of these particle lumps. We got these from the mysterious stranger up on the top floor there. So we're going to get a mask, some leggings, a chest plate, and the boots. And that, with a full set, should give us, firstly, a lot more armor. Yeah, even the chest plate's better than our emerald chest plate. And these leggings are a lot already. Yeah, this looks kind of cool, honestly. I'm still not huge on the, purple fry basket, but, it's kind of, it's cool. I also have enough here for a spare bow, because this does get extra range damage, so I may as well, have that. And a hammer, because this does more than our emerald sword does. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We'll be able to find that thing in no time. I feel very comfortable now. I feel very confident walking around here. Oh, and these things have step assist. Ah, very good, very good. This is an armor set I can get behind. Big fan of this. Albeit, I guess step assist isn't really super necessary here. I mean, this is a pretty flat dimension. But, better to have it than not. Oh, ooh, is this it? Is this it? Yes! Oh, wonderful. Are there any chests around here, or just the altar? Nah, just the altar. I think on the way here, I ransacked like 3 more of those brown dungeons, so we have a ton of these heliosis lumps now. We can make like better tools, I think, or better weaponry from that. Like we can upgrade this particle stuff or quadratic stuff to heliosis tier. But I feel like if we're going down that route, I mean, there's better to make. Like I think quadratic is like the 3rd from the top tier. Yeah, we're quite far. We've run quite a while. So I'm grabbing everything so I don't have to come back here ever, because that was a long trip. But it was made a lot more tolerable with this double speed armor, so I'm glad I made this. Now that we have all of this, we should be able to make our blast bricks. Looks like I made a bit too many on accident. Whoops. But now we need the engineer's hammer, which is just a plate and a couple rods, so that's not too bad. And obviously with the bricks we just got. Hammer. And so now we need to make some more steel. I think we just need the 1 casing, though, for our ender chest. So this shouldn't take us too long at all. Well, while that's cooking up, let's make this biodiesel. So we need the clean pearls, crypt walls, and water buckets. Yes, we need to make a bunch of steel and some energized osmium, and then I think we're good to go home. So I'm gonna wait around here and wait for a bunch of steel to cook up, I guess. Well, while I'm waiting on coal coke, I did loot this dream flint, and apparently this is used for summoning some of the bosses here. So let's go fight some bosses, because, I mean, why not, right? In particular, I have my eye on this fella named Karos, because he drops these rock chunks, and we can trade these for this Great Maul, or Rock Maul, which has an obscene amount of damage, and I kind of want one. So let's go see if we can find his madhouse, according to the wiki. Well, we also have this quadratic altar here. Let's see if we can turn this on with some dream flint and fight a guy. Ah! Oh, he consumed the thing. You go. What? Woo! You are What do you do against this? It's a good thing I have the range protection armor, huh? Oh, he's back to range mode. Let's take a moment and eat. Something tells me he's not really going to do anything to me right now. Or I guess maybe Quadro's a they, in the same way that like Venom is, you know? It's literally 4 dudes. Oh, he's outside of his arena. You should come back in here. Here, follow me, buddy. Arena's over here. Yeah, this double movement speed armor was maybe the best thing I ever made. I mean, you know how I get, right? What? I didn't know they talk. That's a lot of arrows in me. I guess I could upgrade the bow and the sword, but I mean, the staff's already quadratic tier, so that doesn't really change a whole lot. I should probably go down and re-up the Coal Coke, though. I believe Shopkeeper Bro is also selling a Dream Flint, so I could see, you know, what the cost is on that, and if I can, or if I should rather, go look for Dr. Karos. I think it was a doctor, according to the wiki page at least. We can buy at least one more of those, so I guess we will. We still need a bit more steel before we can go home. A couple more pieces, so let's go back up and see if we can't find Karos. Oh, this looks promising. Ah! Hey! Yeah, this Karos bricks, I mean, I feel like that's pretty, you know, explanatory. Heat tile green. Oh, I should get some lights in here. This is very dark. Yeah, let's throw some lights in here, just so I can see, and so you can see. So we can all see together. Got a couple chests, and some Karos lumps. That's something. Alright, let's fight this guy. He is stuck in the wall. Ow! Okay, that hurt. Can I just do this? Can I just do this to you? And are you gonna do nothing about it? Oh! Oh, his dispensers are shooting at me. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I think right here is probably the spot to be, to avoid those dispensers. Right... yeah, right here. Oh, but no, but his bombs go off. Okay. Oh man, those bombs are scary. They don't seem to really have too much of a pattern to them either. Okay, let's go back to our little safe zone right around here. Yes, and then go back to doing this. So I guess this whole boss is probably, because I mean, he doesn't seem to be doing anything, it's just his little gadgets and gizmos. I just gotta watch out for all that stuff. Yeah, I think far and away the most dangerous thing is the bombs dropping. But if he just is doing the this and whatever is on the floor there, I think those are arrows still on the right there. Yeah, if he just shoots arrows, well, I'm in the right spot to not get hit by him, so. Got him, GG's. Well, we got 3 of those rocks. I think we need 5 for the sword. We did get a lot of those Karos lumps, though, so we can probably upgrade one of our, maybe 2 of our weapons. Well, let's head back. I'm sure our Coal Coke's done by now. Yep, just about finished our last piece of steel we need. So, like so. And we can make our steel casing. So we need to send back some soul vials. And don't spawn Raglock because it will crash your game. You got it. Fortunately, I have the craft just about ready here. And we can make our ender chest. Set this here. So we actually need to make the soul vials. So let's make some soul vials. Soul sand seems pretty easy, nothing too crazy here. And the vials can be made with any of these pearls, so that's cool. Oh, this is actually a really cheap recipe for soul vials too. We probably want to swap over to this recipe, honestly, if we have a powered spawner running. Which I imagine we will. What other reason would we be catching all these guys in soul vials for? So let's make some soul sand, and some more, and some more, and some more. And I did not make enough glass. Soul vials. So we're going to grab some guys, we'll head back to the overworld, and we'll make some lightning charges. Over the course of my adventures in Vethea, I have taken a little bit of note as to which of these guys seems far and away the easiest to powered spawn. Lorga, far and away, are the easiest on this floor. Or maybe these Shadi Hiers might be easier. No, the duos for sure. The duos, actually. I mean, most of these guys are pretty easy, but the duos have nothing special going on with them, so they're what we're going to take. Oh, it's 25 rock chunks for this. Huh. I don't suppose I could powered spawn Karos, could I? On the second layer, the twins are far and away the easiest thing. On the third floor, these Bohemites are pretty good. And on the top layer, I think we're going to look for those Helio guys, this one over here. And hopefully we don't get smacked by him for our life savings. Yeah, okay, run away. To my understanding, none of those enemies have any resistances, special effects, or anything like that. They just move at different speeds, or target you differently, or maybe shoot arrows at you. They should be all pretty normal. They should be perfect specimens for powered spawning. Now we can just toss these in here. And honestly, besides the ants, I had a lot of fun with Vethea. Vethea was pretty cool. It seemed very DivineRPG in a very literal sense. Again, besides the ants being very frustrating, it kind of felt like a little mini Terraria world. I liked it. It was pretty cool. Top marks. Whoop. Ugh. I feel like I hate trees more than I used to. Hey, look at this cool stuff. Yoink. Wow, look at how much mithril we have now. You know, nothing quite to bring me back to the overworld like the immediate rain. And also the fact that I probably forgot to grab some of these clean pearls. I probably should have put those in the ender chest, huh? Alright, so what are we missing from these? We need some dungeon tokens, that's pretty easy. We need to make some impetus jewels, that's fine, I'll make like 4. We're missing dimensional sand, I gotta go kill some more endermen. And lightning grenades? Super glad I had some of the spare of those. Oh man. Alright, so let me go get some more dimensional sand and we'll make the rest of these. Alright, so let's make 4 crafts worth of these. I have ventured for power, and power we now have. So they want us to use the golden club to make lightning, and this is a quest requirement, so I guess we do need to make this. It doesn't seem too bad. The Scepter of Thunder is a little bit of effort, but nothing too crazy. Although I think it's probably about time we start making concentrated cloud seed passively. Yeah, we make liquid sunshine and vapor of levity, but we don't yet make concentrated cloud seed, so I should probably find a spot for that. I think before I jump into LightningCraft though, I'm going to take a little break because I did basically all of Vethea in one sitting. So I'll come back in a little bit. But before I leave, I should take this and this off our docket. We are halfway there. So I've extended the base a little bit. We now have this walkway that comes out from this liquid room over to this liquid room 2, I guess. And this is where we're going to put our cloud seeds and the like. More specifically, we're making cloud seed the fluid. This would be pretty easy. This is clay and ice with water. Concentrated cloud seed, which is just going to be cloud seed plus some more clay. And eventually we're going to have this growth infusion liquid using concentrated cloud seed, the green demon will crystals, and Blutonium to make this growth infusion liquid. We'll get to that later. But for right now, I just need to set up some filters and the like. I've been working on stuff in the meantime, and it's been quite a while since we've had a falling star. Hey, pretty soon we'll be able to finally use all these lucent scrolls and shining casings. So here's the setup. It looks pretty similar to what you've seen before. It's the same 3 vats, but it's, 3 different fluids this time, and this one's not there yet. Yeah, would you believe it? We request items and put them into machines, and we request fluids and put them into machines, and then we, chain it along. Crazy, right? Anyway, golden club. And we are not going to be using this thing. For example, we need to make some electricium. We can make this by striking diamond, gold, and iron with lightning. But this shoots lightning for 100 durability, and this does it like 10, and this is a lot cheaper. This is a couple diamonds. So if we do something like this, and then... Cool. Alright, so we can either make some thunderstones, this air terminal, or this energy cell. I guess we'll start with thunderstone. This seems quite easy. So we can make a lightning infusion table that consumes lightning energy to do stuff. So we can use this to make electricium instead of exploding ourselves. Oh goodness. Well, I didn't even put in the recipe yet, but sure, we automated them. No, this is actually like totally fine. Yep, not too bad at all. Ooh! Trophy time. Oops. We're starting to run out of space up here. Oh, I guess we can dupe demon hearts this way. Do I have enough to do that? Not really. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think I left myself some extra summons of demons over in the Bewitchment's box. Oh, actually, we don't have enough of these normal hearts, so I gotta kill some more witches, I guess. Also, we didn't automate them, we just did it on demand. So we need to find some demon soldiers in the nether and powered spawn a few of them, probably. It says once we go to the underworld, we can get a bunch of this stuff, but I don't know how much we need for right now. So I think in total we need 9 of these to start. Well, we can request it. I don't know how long that's gonna take. While we wait though, let's go down the other trees. So I think probably the one we should start with is this air terminal. This seems pretty easy, and this seems pretty easy, and so does this, and this is just gonna go, wow, okay, that goes down quite far. Okay, good to know. So I guess we should probably make this energy cell. This seems pretty easy. So we need to put the terminal on the cell and specifically use the golden club. So we should probably get an item repairer. So I think a little setup like this should work. So if I put this in here, it is not pulling it. Okay, why not? Forgot to turn it on. Yep, seems to be cycling it right. Alright, cool, great. We don't want to have this running for too long, Not just because of the constant loud issues, but the TPS gets murdered by this mod to my understanding. But we shouldn't have to use this for too long, so that's alright. Also, our Demon Stone's done. So we can make an Underworld charge. I assume this is to open the portal to said Underworld. Let's do this one the old-fashioned way. Oh man, that was not the right choice. I'm looking at all the essential requirements for that. This is going to take forever. Well, looking at other stuff, we need these Skythorn chunks to make Sky Father. So I should probably go find one of these Skythorn guys and powered spawn them. Dude, this infusion table takes forever. I cannot wait until we get the multi-block for this, because this is slow. Like, how did this thing finish before that? This thing takes forever. Ah, whatever. In the words of the Beastie Boys, another dimension, another dimension. This one sounds so evil. Oh, I think I need a sound muffler for you. I wanted to grab this first, though. So we can use these Skyfather plates to upgrade the lightning cell. Quite a bit at that. Well, we're going to need to be crafting Electricium and Skyfather for a while. So while we do that, let's go to the Underworld. It's very blue. Ooh, these lanterns are very pretty. I like these. Alright, so what do they want me to do here? Skeleton guards and undercreeps. Alright. What was that? Was that you? Hello? You sound kind of adorable. You shot first. Alright, well you're one of these undercreeps. Alright, let's see if we can't find one of these guard towers. Ah, this looks like a guard tower. And these look like Demon Stone bricks. Yes, gimme. And I need you. Anything cool in here? Ooh, Electricium and Skyfather. That's actually really important. The rest of the stuff is just kind of alright, but those two are super important. Okay, can we quit with the Cracking Thunder now? The whole tower was made of Demon Stone and Thunderstone, so I ate it. So I started powered spawning them, but we do have a new problem. We are actually out of filter slots in the big item filter down there that trashes all the junk. So I think I'm going to need to expand this soon, and I'll probably do that in the Dark Realm once I, get around to it. This I thought was going to be, the long-term solution, but I guess that was the mid-game solution until we got to our, as kind of surprises me to say it, later game solution. I'd hardly call it endgame, but, I'd hardly call Chapter 22 early, or mid for that matter. So it seems like these next few quests all lead into the multi-block here. So we need this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we need an advanced lightning cell, which seems quite doable now. We actually got some Skyfather as a quest reward, so we should be able to craft this up right now. The electrostatic generator is a little pricey, but we can totally do this. And these last two quests here, this one we need a lightning upgrade. And it seems like maybe we want to make this right now just because it'll make even making Skyfather faster. We're going to need a total of 4 of these to make the multi-block, which is obviously what we want. But double speed is double speed, right? And the Skyfather air terminal is just a bunch of Skyfather. Well, it seems like the only thing holding us back from the multi-block is the air terminal, which is, just more Skyfather, so I guess we'll look a little bit ahead while we're waiting on that. The recipe for this seems pretty easy. We have all of this stuff. So then we want to look at the multi-block here, and I've actually been putting these together just kind of between time. So let's fill out these corners at least, now that we have all this Demon Stone. Yeah, so let's talk about this in the meantime. I have put together 8 of these. The only thing we're missing are the air terminals, the infusion tables, and the batteries. And we need one of each of those for the multi-block, or rather for each multi-block. Going through, there was quite a few things I wanted to passive here. Electricium's obviously a pretty standard one. Skyfather, of course. And then there were basically everything else just went into the Mystic Ingots. These Icores, for example, made this way. Empowered Underpowder, I believe, was used for Divine Underpowder. This thing, which is probably used somewhere, I imagine. We also need the Empowered Underpowder, which includes this Guard's Bone Meal, which is this step. So we're going to have to come back to this cutting fluid as well. This is an alchemy table recipe. Basically, there should be like 7 recipes to passive and 1 for on-demand stuff. That's this one. So we're going to build this one first, obviously, because, passive can wait. Well, speaking of waiting, I guess we can make this stuff while we're waiting. We need to strike Demon Blood, Skyfather, and Emerald with a lightning thing. Well, lightning thing. A lightning bolt is what they're called. So it seems like going forward, we're going to get this thing, which will let us make the Mystic Ingots, which doesn't seem to be required yet, but it's probably very helpful all the same. What we really need is the Empowered Underpowder to make this, very fancy ingot, and that gets us to Extreme Reactors. Ah, here it is. We need Divine Underpowder, which is made from the Empowered Underpowder, plus Black Iron and Cold Iron. So I guess while we're waiting, we can automate Cold Iron. I suppose we could do it in the 4th slot here. So I think if we just put some Bottled Frostfire here, and if we add Cold Iron to this whitelist here. Oh, and we may as well swap this out with a compacting drawer. So I think if we take all of our cold iron out now, we should start making more. Yep, it's going right back in. Perfect. Passive cold iron. And that rounds out this wall pretty nicely too, with a very cold metal and a hot metal. And enough time has passed, we can make our Skyfather air terminal. So now we can make this one. So we need all of this stuff. But, you know, we have most of this. If not, actually all of this at this point. We actually do need the next tier of energy input hatch as well. But this is fine, we can make all this stuff. Alright, and the hatch is finished. And we should be able to just pick up the controller here. Zappy. So we need this there. We need the cell on the bottom, the table in the middle, and then the terminal on top. So like this, 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 and put this back. And toss this in. Ah, very nice. And color coordinated too, unlike the other multi-block we've made. So I imagine these are going to be a bit more power hungry than our typical use case scenarios. So we're probably going to need a couple of these power cells, but for right now we'll just use this one. We don't need any super crazy crafts yet, so this will suffice. So I believe we should now be able to just like throw stuff in there. So I think we can just toss these in. Does it have to be, oh, nope, there we go. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's a lot better than the alternative, that's for sure. These blocks are very pretty, I really like the blue. A bit too expensive to build with though, at least for now. So looking ahead a couple steps, our goal is mystical iron ingots, which we have these two on passive, we just need the divine underpowder. So this will take Skyfather dust and empowered underpowder. Say that 5 times fast. And so this will take normal underpowder, guard's bone meal, and electricium dust. The electricium and Skyfather dust we can presumably just run through sag mill, so that's fine. But the guard's bone meal, we need to do this step in. So we need some basic cutting fluid, which is an alchemy table recipe, which also takes this plant oil, which is another alchemy table recipe. So we need 2 more alchemy tables, and probably 3 more of these multi-blocks ready to go. So I guess I'll set up these alchemy table recipes while we get enough Skyfather to make some more multi-blocks. Oh, I just realized we're gonna need another 7 of these. That's gonna hurt a little bit. I'm also out of Eldritch Stone, so I gotta go make some more of that. Well, not make some more, but steal some more. You understand. Surprisingly, we can craft that besides the Eldritch Stone, though. And I imagine we're probably going to need some more tool poppets pretty soon, though, because I imagine we're running pretty low on primordial fragments. But at the same time, if I'm going out to the emptiness, I may as well go looting, so maybe we'll get some more. Well, this is a little bit of an expensive craft. Well, while everything else is finishing up, I got 2 of these, I think, just about ready to go. Alright, so with some compacting drawers here and here, we should be able to start storing electricium, and I believe we should be getting some shortly. Yes, we are. Just got 3 blocks. And we certainly want downgrades on these, because these are painful to make. I don't know how good of an idea it is to store Skyfather at a stack of blocks, but it'll be fine. I mean, these are basically free now. We just need to have an actual crafting recipe for this. And the Skythorn chunks, of course. So maybe it is fine to leave these both at a stack. Maybe more, honestly. And given how slow this is, I think I want this at 4 stacks, actually. I mean, what are we going to do, run out of gold? Diamonds? Certainly not. Alright, so I set up some extra alchemy tables over here and there. For the plant oil, we're using a duplicate of potatoes, using potatoes, but, you know, in like leet speak. We have a renamer over at the passive wing over there, wherever it is. And then over here is just kind of a bunch of stuff we already make. Water bottles we technically didn't have, but, I mean, you've seen me do buckets this way, so bottles are no different. And with the power on, we have our bone meal. We'll store that here. Next up is the empowered underpowder. This should be pretty easy. We need another pulverizer step for the electricium dust, but past that, we're good. And I guess while we're over there, we should probably get one for the Skyfather dust. Oh, seems like underpowder's coming through. Set a filter there. Finally, we have the divine versions. Seems like divine's processing all good. And now we have our divine underpowder. 2. Oh, we actually need to hold some empowered underpowder for the quest. Let me stop this. Alright, so I'm going to take a break. It's quite late for me, so I should probably go to bed. And when I come back tomorrow, ideally we can get this mystical iron ingots and hopefully build an extreme reactor. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, and I'm back. Between cuts, I added mystic ingots to our little passive setup here. And because of that, we had to add ichor as well. For the most part, this is pretty doable. The worst thing here is demon stone, because we have to go collect this from the underworld manually at the moment. But that's fine, I think. We don't need a ton of this stuff. It's 1 demon stone per 8 ingots, and we don't need a ton of these, so that's alright. The ichor is all stuff we also make passively. The only thing we're actually missing here is the thunderstone, because we're actually out right now. As you can see, our Skyfather has stopped running. It's missing input item, and we have plenty of Skythorn chunks. If we check the crafter, we can see that it's actually because we are out of compressed obsidian. And that's because we make all of our obsidian here with a basic igneous extruder with no upgrades. So, I think it's time that this guy got a little bit of a boost. Yeah, I think multiplying his max speed by 30 will probably help quite a bit. So that should keep our obsidian backlogged and probably fill that a lot faster. So next we need mystical iron. And we actually have all 3 of these things passive, so we just need an alloy smelter for this. And as much as I'd like to add it to this wall, we're out of spaces here. So maybe we just go over to the passive wall, this area over here. I mean, it feels a little weird doing it over here because like ingots feel special, you know? But I also don't really feel like making more space in the warehouse, so we'll just do it here. Something tells me we're going to want a lot of this, so we're going to use a stellar capacitor in here. Oh, power would probably help, huh? We'll just buffer 1 stack for right now. We'll see how much of this we actually need. We do get a lot per craft, though. Alright, so Extreme Reactors. So reactors generate a lot more power. 500 times the default? 500's a lot. Am I crazy? Like, that's a lot. Like, that's like a lot, right? Like, 500 times. Oh. I recall Extreme Reactors already being quite strong. I remember one of my my earliest modded Minecraft memories was my friend had set up an Extreme Reactor himself. I told him that you know, I don't really like nuclear reactors, I like sustainable things, and he said no, this is sustainable. He built a 3x3 box, and he said I put like a piece of yellorium in this every couple hours, and it makes 200 RF per tick. And I said 200? That's absurd. Because I was used to like 40 a tick from like a generator, like one of those dynamos or engines or whatever. And I said 240 for this thing? A reactor this size would produce 100,000 in this pack. And I want to make this thing big. Ooh, that invokes some new, not issues, but things to consider. Do I make another induction matrix? How expensive is one of these? What if we want to make like 2 of these? We could, and the material cost is not cheap. I mean, we can just click request. Let me go to the reactor website and tinker with that for a little bit, actually. Because what we actually want from this is the cyanite. The power is just a nice bonus. So let me do some tinkering and I'll come back in a little bit. Well, actually, the quest offers us a book for getting a couple of these, so we should probably read that. This seems very cheap. Now let me take a big sip of water and click on the reactor casing core legacy recipe. Oh, actually, that's not that bad. Luminescence isn't nothing. I mean, so this is effectively 1 mystical iron to 1 casing. Let's increase that buffer to like 4 stacks. Alright, so after spending a bit of time both in creative and on the website, I have come to a couple of conclusions. For one, there is no block that I can think of that would make the heat less well moderated. You would think something like, you know, molten dark steel would heat up the core or something, but it doesn't. It actually makes the fuel more efficient, which is strange, but alright. And 2, I think I'm going to go with a 9x9x11 exterior, so a 7x7x9 interior. I'm going to start with 9 control rods, although that might increase if our plutonium needs increase. So I'm going to set it somewhere in this general vicinity in one of these 2 chunks, and I will come back in a little bit once I've got a little bit more to show you about that. Alright, so here's the rough idea I've got so far for the room. I'm using a lot of these vect for the walls here. And we've got some of these corp, I think these are 6 for the floors. I really like how it's like kind of like a grate almost. It looks really nice. I like it as like a background texture. It looks really good. I'll almost certainly add some like detailing to the walls here and the like, but for right now I think this is a very good like broad stroke. And you know, I like working in broad strokes. Broad strokes, and then you get to the finer details, and then you make it all look very, very pretty. So you'll probably see a little bit prettier in a little bit. Beyond that, I've got this little staircase here. We've got the walkway from here, from Immersive Engineering, leads up to here. This will be where the controller goes. We've got a staircase down here. This is LightningCraft. This will be where we have the inputs and outputs and the like, and we might have like, you know, an E2 connection over here or something. I'm kind of liking how this is turning out. It feels big, it feels grandiose, it feels, you know, impactful, it feels strong. Okay, and a good amount of crafting later, we have the power tap, 2 ports, our 9 control rods, our 81 fuel rods, and our controller. Beautiful, ain't it? Let's give her a whirl. Now, I fully expect the actual power production to be kind of middling, all things considered. Well, 1.3 million is actually still quite good for what I imagined. But the cyanite conversion rate is what we actually care about. 3.8 millibuckets is pretty good, I think. So every like 300 ticks or so, which is every like 15-ish seconds you get a cyanite. That's not bad. We've got an induction matrix down here to actually accept all this power, albeit this isn't going to last forever. And this is just another kind of power station for all of our power cells. And oh yeah, here's the room. It's a little bare right now. I'll add some detailing to it later, I think. I like how a lot of the shapes came out. I like how the roof came out. I like the lighting in here, although it's a bit awkward in the daytime because there's some facades here. So the light kind of comes through sometimes and it's a little awkward, but it's fine. I do like how it's quite moody in here. But again, this does need some, detailing. Right now it's just kind of a flat wall, which is fine because the lighting does help a lot, but it needs work still. But that's okay, because now we have cyanite. So then finally we can alloy our cyanite with our new mystical iron to make Blutonium. And Blutonium does a lot for us. Uh-oh. I suppose the bitumen hasn't been keeping up like I'd hoped it would. Yeah, the close just is not fast enough for this. I suppose we could probably find some. Like, Cropsticks are spitting distance from us. We don't need to set up another excavator, right? Alright, crisis averted. I did just go ahead and set up another excavator. But this gives us our first bits of Blutonium. Yo, listen up! Here's a story about a little ingot that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night and everything it sees is just blue, like it inside and outside blue. It's house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for it and itself and everybody around, 'cause it ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die, 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 da ba. Anyway, we have our pick of the litter for where to start in chapter 23. I'm picking here. And the moment we make Blutonium, we're already making our growth infusion liquid. It just takes a little bit. And there it is. 1/5 of a bucket. We need a full bucket for the quest though. Let's scoop that up, get credit. So then we need a fluid transposer. We'll just set a fluid storage bus on this and keep it mostly hidden. See, you can't even hardly see it. Oh, and we're running. Oh, a big day comes today. A very, very big day comes today. It's cropping time. So I imagine a lot of our Blutonium is going to go into making this for a while. We need to backlog 4 stacks of Cropsticks, plus the growth infusion liquid itself, plus the Blutonium dust, plus the Blutonium. So I imagine we're going to have to be running the reactor for quite a while. But that's alright, I've got things to do around the base, such as marking off lightning and extreme reactors. That said, I do feel like this is a very good place to end off today. We did all of chapter 22 after all. I mean, all of chapter 22, we went to Arcana, we went to Vethea. Vethea was pretty cool, I'll be honest. A lot of people skip Vethea with the Ender Chest quest claim. I'm glad I didn't. It was really fun, for the most part. It was fun taking vengeance on the Ents, though. They are yet to know the true extent of my wrath, however. We went through LightningCraft, and we made an Extreme Reactor, plus that cool building it now resides in. And we made Cropsticks, so hopefully, bitumen doesn't run out next time, because now we'll be able to grow it properly, and not with a garden cloche. I think that's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed this bit of a longer one. This one was a bit all over the place, I feel. I know it was when I was recording it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope to catch you next time when we go really cropping time. And I cropped all over the place. I crop dusted. Is that anything? Sorry. Bye, before I dig myself even deeper in a hole.